Version 6.4 Phase 2 has officially arrived, and across the community players are all asking the same important question. How many wishes, or pulls, can a casual or free-to-play Genshin Impact player realistically expect to collect during this part of the update? Whether your sights are set on the SKIRK or ESCOFFIER rerun banners, or you're the type who carefully guards every Primogem while waiting for a future banner that caught your attention, this breakdown walks through every Primogem source available throughout the second phase of version 6.4. The great thing about this estimate is that it reflects the pace of a normal player, meaning you won't need to spend endless hours grinding to reach these numbers. Whether you log in every day for a few minutes or mainly jump in on weekends when you finally have some spare time, this guide will give you a clear picture of what rewards are realistically within reach during this period. Now, let's return to the core question you're here for. How many Primogems can you actually farm during Phase 2? The first and most reliable source comes from daily commissions, which remain the backbone of steady Primogem income. This phase will run from March 17th until April 7th, giving players a total of 21 days to collect rewards from this simple activity. Completing all 4 daily commissions grants 60 Primogems per day, which adds up to 1,260 Primogems by the end of the phase, if you stay consistent. Daily commissions might not look impressive at first glance, but they remain one of the most dependable sources of Primogems in the entire game. For players with busy schedules, they're perfect because they require very little time while still providing steady progress toward future wishes. Moving on, we also have Paymon's Bargains, which will refresh on April 1st. If you've gathered star glitter from previous pulls, you can exchange it for up to 5 intertwined fates in the shop, with each fate valued at 160 Primogems. If you purchase all 5, that translates to 800 Primogems worth of wishes added to your total. This shop refresh is especially valuable for free-to-play players who slowly build star glitter through duplicate characters or constellations obtained during previous banners. Those small exchanges can make a surprisingly big difference when you're approaching soft pity or hoping to secure a long-awaited 5-star character right before a banner disappears. Another valuable reset during this period is the Imaginarium Theater, which also refreshes on April 1st. This activity stands out as one of the most rewarding challenges currently available in the game, offering up to 1,000 Primogems if you manage to complete every act. Of course, clearing the entire lineup may be difficult for many players, but even reaching Act 8 still grants a respectable 620 Primogems. That makes it one of the more achievable rewards for players who want a meaningful boost without needing absolute endgame builds. Beyond the rewards themselves, the theater also offers a refreshing change of pace from the usual gameplay loop, which makes the Primogems feel even more satisfying to earn. Next up is one of the most well-known sources of Primogems in Genshin Impact, the Spiral Abyss. Just one day before Phase 2 of version 6.4 began, the Abyss reset again, opening another opportunity for players to collect rewards. Clearing all 12 floors and achieving the full 36 stars grants a total of 800 Primogems, although that level of completion can be extremely challenging for casual players. A more realistic expectation for many people would be clearing up to floor 11, which usually results in roughly 600 Primogems. While the Abyss can feel intimidating at first, it remains one of the largest single sources of Primogems each cycle, and the arrival of characters like SKIRK and ESCOFFIER may motivate more players to test their teams and push deeper into the challenge. We should also take a quick look at the character trial runs tied to the featured banners. Both SKIRK and ESCOFFIER come with their own trial domains that allow players to test the characters before deciding whether to pull for them. Completing each trial rewards 20 Primogems, which means you can collect a total of 40 Primogems in just a few minutes. While this isn't a massive reward, it's still a convenient little bonus that can help nudge your Primogem count closer to the next wish. On top of that, the trials serve as a helpful preview so players can get a feel for the characters' playstyles before committing their hard-earned Primogems. Another small but steady reward source comes from the Hoya Lab daily check-in system. During Phase 2, players who consistently check in can receive 40 Primogems in total from the calendar rewards. The amount is modest, but it requires almost no effort, making it a simple way to add a few extra Primogems to your overall count. For players who are already opening the app each day, it's essentially free currency waiting to be claimed. Now let's shift to the part that usually excites players the most: limited time events. The first event during this period is Sightseeing with Friends, which began on March 16th, just one day before the Phase 2 banners officially arrived. Even though it started slightly earlier, the total reward pool still includes 420 Primogems. On the first day alone, players were able to claim 130 Primogems, and whether you used those on Phase 1 banners or saved them for Phase 2 was entirely your choice. Regardless of timing, the event still contributes a solid chunk of Primogems to the overall total available this phase. Following that event is Operation Stronghold Defense, scheduled to run from March 23rd until April 4th. Based on reward structures from similar events in past versions, players can reasonably expect around 420 Primogems for completing all the objectives tied to this activity. Events like these usually combine short challenges with simple objectives, making them one of the most enjoyable ways to earn Primogems while also experiencing new gameplay mechanics introduced during the update cycle. Another moment worth marking on your calendar is the version 6.5 livestream scheduled for March 27th. These preview broadcasts almost always include 3 redeem codes that each grant 100 Primogems, adding up to a total of 300 Primogems if you redeem them before they expire. Because the codes typically remain active for only a limited time, it's a good idea to keep an eye on social media or content creators who share the codes quickly once the live stream begins. In addition to those live stream rewards, there is also usually a one-time redeem code released toward the end of the version cycle that grants an extra 60 Primogems, giving players one more small boost before the next update arrives. After adding together all of these sources, including daily commissions, Paymon's bargains, the Imaginarium Theater reset, Spiral Abyss rewards, trial runs, Hoya Lab check-ins, limited events, and live stream codes, a free-to-play player can realistically expect to collect around 4,560 Primogems throughout Phase 2 of version 6.4. That total converts to roughly 29 wishes. While that number may not guarantee a 5-star character on its own, especially if you're starting from 0 pity, it still represents a meaningful amount of progress toward your next big pull. For players who are already approaching soft pity, these Primogems could easily become the final push needed to secure a 5-star character before the banner ends. Players who are subscribed to Welkin Moon will see their Primogem income increase noticeably during the same period. Welkin provides 90 Primogems every day, which adds up to 1,890 Primogems across the full 21 days of this phase. When you combine that with the roughly 4,560 Primogems available from free-to-play sources, the total climbs to about 6,450 Primogems overall. That equals approximately 41 wishes. While this still doesn't guarantee a 5-star character, it does provide a comfortable cushion that can make upcoming banners far easier to approach. Before you decide where to spend your Primogems, it's worth remembering that version 6.5 is already shaping up to be a major update. Linnea is officially confirmed to make her debut, and there are also rumors suggesting reruns for Chaska, Llama, and Nefer. That leaves players facing the classic Genshin dilemma that appears every patch cycle. Should you spend your wishes now, or save them for what might arrive next? At the end of the day, the choice is entirely yours, but my personal advice remains simple. Pull for characters that you genuinely enjoy. The meta constantly shifts as new mechanics and characters enter the game, and what feels powerful today may eventually be replaced by something stronger tomorrow. However, your enjoyment of a character's design, playstyle, and story will always remain consistent. Tier lists come and go, but liking a character never really goes out of style, so it's always better to pull for passion rather than pure power. So, now I'm curious about your situation. How many Primogems have you saved so far? Are you planning to pull during Phase 2, or are you holding on to your wishes for future banners? Share your thoughts down in the comments. And if this breakdown helped you plan your pulls, consider liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and turning on notifications so you don't miss future event guides, update coverage, and redeem codes when they appear.
All right, now we're talking.